Hi everyone, I'm Kat and welcome to my channel, Naturally Beautiful Girl. So today I'm sitting down to share with you my thoughts on some Honest Beauty makeup products. I've tried a lot of Honest Beauty makeup products. I'll link some of the videos up above and down in the description box down below where I've talked about them previously. But I really like Honest Beauty because it is more affordable, it's more accessible, it's kind of like clean beauty for the masses. I mean, there's some debate about how clean the ingredients are, but to me, it is one of the cleaner, more accessible clean beauty brands. And I enjoy a lot of their products. They have some of my all-time favorite staples. And I feel like there have been a number of products that have been released and I hadn't really tried some of them out. So I decided to just do like a big order, get a whole bunch of them in and test them out and share them with you guys. So I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on some of the newer products and also some of my favorite products that I still love, still use, and are still staples in my routine. Oh, and I should also mention that I did a Get Ready With Me. I will link that video up above in case you're interested in seeing me demoing some of these products because I did apply a number of them in that video. Okay, so the first product I'm going to start off with is this one here, which is their, I'm trying to read on here what it's called. I believe this is like their lip balm. And I am wearing this on my lips today. I have the shade Dragon Fruit, which is this really, really fun, bright pink shade. And I like getting these kind of bolder shades in like tinted lip balm products because I don't have a lot of natural pigmentation in my lips. And I find that when I wear these like brighter colors that they help to add some color to my lips. So I do like this product, but it is a lip balm, which just means it's going to fade really quickly on you. It's not going to stick around all day. It is a bit more of a slippery formula. I don't really notice, I get asked questions about like whether a product is minty or not. I don't really notice any mintiness to it. It doesn't have a strong scent one way or another either. And I do think it gives a nice amount of color and a nice amount of shine to my lips. Is it my favorite lip balm out of all the ones I've tried? No, I definitely prefer the Kosas Sport formula better. I find that that one's a little bit longer wearing and I also just feel it's a little bit more nourishing on my lips. However, this one is a fraction of the cost. So if you are looking for a more affordable version of that product, I would check this one out. I do think this one is a little bit more sheer. I guess I should just watch it on my hand here so you can actually see. It is a pretty sheer product, but you can kind of build it up on your lips. But I do like it, and it is a product I reach for and wear, and especially during the summer, like this is kind of perfect for that like effortless, like no makeup look. This is a great product to reach for. So I'm going to move on to a really new release. That is a bit of a flop for me. Actually, this has been in my stack of products to declutter. I already made up my mind of decluttering it, and I will explain to you my reasons why. This product here is the new Honest Beauty CC Clean Corrective Cream. It does have SPF in it. I believe it uses titanium dioxide and zinc oxide, which means that it is a physical sunscreen. It doesn't use chemical sunscreens. I only use, I feel like I say this every time I'm talking about sunscreen. I only use physical sunscreens. I don't use chemical sunscreens. You can read about it if you're interested in it. I don't particularly like the idea of chemical sunscreens because basically they protect you from the sun by having chemical reactions on your skin. Think about that one for a minute. And then also they're not really reef safe either. And I tend to be very sensitive to chemical sunscreen ingredients. My skin just doesn't really like them. So for that reason, I only use physical sunscreens. And I had really high hopes for this product because I've been in the mood for really late makeup and I thought, okay, like a tinted CC cream for summer, just give it a little tint, a little bit of sun protection would be perfect. Oh, I should mention this is SPF 30, by the way. And so I picked this up and I got the shade Fair because if you're looking at me right now, you can probably tell I have like fair porcelain skin. I am like the lightest shade of pretty much every foundation. And sometimes the lightest shade is not actually light enough for me. So that's kind of where my skin tone is at. This product in Fair is not at all fair. I've demoed this on my channel a few times already, but I feel like it's important to talk about in this video. Like that right there is, wow, my camera is not wanting to focus on this. Okay, that right there is the swatch of the foundation. It is absolutely nowhere near fair. Like it's not even close. Like it's not just like slightly dark. It is like multiple shades up from being fair. And we've had a lot of conversations in makeup and in beauty about shade ranges. shade ranges need to go up and down. Shade ranges are not good really in either of the two extremes. I sit at one extreme, and that's why I often talk about the really fair side of these complexion products, because that is my personal experience. And that is what I know, and that is what I can talk about. But I do want to mention that when a foundation line like this has their latest shade being so off, it throws the rest of the shade spectrum off, because then it's not really calibrated. Like, what shade are you in this product? And the shade range in this product is really terrible anyway, so this whole product launch was just like a big fail. So I did comment about this on Instagram, and Honest Beauty said that they are working on expanding their shade range, but honestly, for the size of company that they are, for them to have come out with this terrible shade range is just not acceptable. With smaller clean beauty brands that come out with bad shade ranges, it's because releasing like 20, 30, 40 shades of foundation is really expensive. And so it's a little bit more understandable why that doesn't happen sometimes. But with this brand, the size it is, it's just not acceptable, and the shades are just off. So I've never tried this product out. I can't tell you how it wears. I can't tell you if it's dewy, if it's matte, because it is so far off. I will look orange if I wear this. So I've not tested it out, and I really don't recommend it for anybody because I don't know how you would find your right shade. A, the shades are so few. You probably couldn't find your shade if you wanted to, and B, because the shades are all off in terms of what they actually correspond to, it'd be like throwing darts at the wall trying to figure out what shade you are. So this is a product that I actually had and then decluttered and then picked back up again, because this is a product that so many people, regardless of whether they are in the clean beauty space or just in the beauty space in general, talk about. And that is the Honest Beauty Cream Blush. And I picked up again after I decluttered it, the shade in Rose Pink. And I am wearing this on my cheeks today. I have to say I'm now a fan. Okay, I didn't at first like it. I got swatch right there. It's quite a pigmented blush, but here's why I like it. Here's how I figured out how to use it, which is why I like it better now. I apply it with a sponge. I normally apply my cream blushes with my fingers, but this particular product has a stiffer consistency, and it just works so much better when you're applying it with a brush or with a sponge. That for me has made the difference for me. It blends out easier. I like the way it looks. It's just a better product. It was really a user error problem, and I fully admit that. And also just like my makeup style I've had my YouTube channel. This August will be 4 years of having my YouTube channel. And I've really grown and evolved in my makeup, my style, my preferences, and I think that's reflected also in my thoughts on products. And this for me now works really well in my routine, and I understand how to use it, and I really enjoy it. Like I said, I have it on my cheeks today, especially with it being summer. I find that this product is jiving really well to my skin. It's not getting overly oily or overly dewy. Because it's a little bit of a stiffer formula, it's not an overly creamy cream blush, which is really working well for me this summer. So if you are curious about this product, I really recommend trying it with a brush or a sponge. Just for me, applying it with my hands didn't work well, which is why I decluttered it in the first place. But I now am really enjoying it and reaching for it all the time. So I have a few highlighters from Honest Beauty. So I'm gonna start with the first one, which is this powder highlighter. So this is the powder highlighter in Midnight Reflection. Here's what it looks like. It is a pressed powder highlighter, which I really like. It's really convenient sometimes to just have a pressed powder highlighter, and that's kind of what I was going for when I picked up this product. I am really honestly surprised by how much I like this product. Because when I first swatched it, I was like, ugh, there's not much to see. Like, I just swatched it on the lower part of my wrist right below the blush, and you can't see too much, but that's kind of what I like about it. It's a very subtle highlight. I am wearing it today, and like you can see it, but it's not a blinding highlight. It's like a very natural looking highlight on your skin. It's not at all chunky. It's not at all glittery. If you want a powder highlight that, you know, it's just, it gives you that very natural looking glow, which I can normally only get with cream highlighters. I normally end up with a more intense highlight when I use a powder highlight. I normally can find a way to get that kind of more subtle like glow from within with a cream highlighter. But if you want that look, but with a powder highlighter, like this is kind of where it's at. And I was also really nervous when I picked it up and saw the tone of the highlighter. Like, I thought this would be too deep for my skin tone. I have this problem all the time being super fair, that a lot of highlighters are actually too deep and you can see them kind of like as a shadow on my skin if the light's not directly reflecting off of it. But this one actually does work really well. It kind of blends into my skin. I really like it. I think it'll work for a range of skin tones on the lighter side, but I think if you have really deep skin, this is not going to work. They really could stand to expand the shade range of this product, but I do like it. It's actually in a really large compact and rather bulky compared to all the rest of the Honest Beauty products. I think it's because it's one of the older ones. It's not really new. I just haven't heard people talking about it, so I wanted to pick it up and try it. I like it. I just honestly wish it was a little smaller packaging. Because like, here's where it is compared to the blush. Like, this is like a jumbo package. It was actually hard for me to figure out how to fit it in my vanity drawer in a way that like my drawer could close, because I normally stand my highlights up, and that was just a little tricky with this one. Okay, moving on to the next highlight. So they do have a cream highlighter. This is their Magic Beauty Balm, and it's in a stick form, and it just kind of looks like this. So this is a pretty product, but I want to talk about it actually in conjunction with another product, which is this one here, which is just their Magic Beauty Balm, and it comes in this little compact, which I have to be really honest about picking this one up, because I picked it up because I was curious of whether it is a dupe for the Tower 28 highlighter, and it basically is. So this is a totally shimmer-free product. This one has a bit of shimmer. But honestly, when I swatch them on my hand, I can't really tell the difference between the two. Like, you can see like a little bit of shimmer. I swatched the stick right there, so you can see like a little bit of shimmer, and I swatched just the balm like right next to the blush up here. And you don't really see the shimmer, you just see like the light catching. But I mean, the shimmer in this is so tiny. It's really not noticeable. If you're interested in a very natural looking cream highlight, I would say you could go with either of these. There's no reason to have both of them. The idea behind this Magic Balm is really you can use it as a balm wherever you need it. You can use it on your lips, you can use it on your knuckles, you can use it as a highlighter. It's kind of a very multi-use product, but to be honest, it's pretty much the same thing as the Tower 28 No Shade highlighter. In fact, I find this so funny. Look at the packaging. Like, the packaging is the same. I don't know which one came first, but they're obviously like the same packaging, and I can't really tell a difference between the products. I find, in terms of how they look, I find that the Tower 28 is a little bit stiffer, and the Honest Beauty is a little bit like more emollient. So I think it kind of depends on what you like. I think I prefer the Tower 28 formula and just like how it feels on my skin a little bit better than the Honest Beauty. But the Honest Beauty is more affordable, but also the Tower 28 is not that expensive, and you get slightly more product. I'm talking like this one here is 5 grams, the Honest Beauty, and the Tower 28 is 4.5 grams. So like, they're almost identical. Tower 28 is a little bit more expensive, Honest Beauty is a little cheaper, but there's no need to have both of them. I just wanted to try them out. They are pretty much dupes. I could have just bobbed along with just my Tower 28, because all the 3 of these products are pretty much the same thing. So that wraps up the highlighters. I have talked about this a number of times on my channel, but I do want to mention this specifically in this video because I haven't really done a dedicated review of this product. This is the Honest Beauty, this is their powder blush in the shade Flirty, and this came out pretty recently, and I did of course pick this up to try out, and I honestly really like this. I have a bit of a preference for cream products over powder products, especially with regards to like blushes and highlights, but this is a really beautiful powder blush. I've got swatched right here. It's a really nice, just very much true on pink shade. They do have, I think, 4 shades of the blush. One of the shades did look quite pigmented and like it might work on deeper skin tones. Obviously, I don't have a deeper skin tone, so I can't, attest to whether it would or not, but there were some options. What I like about this powder blush is that it blends really nicely. It's got a good level of pigmentation. I also like that it's got a bit of shimmer to it. I can't remember I think they all do. I think they all have some shimmer to them. And sometimes I will honestly just wear this blush without a highlight. If I want just like that glowy cheek look, I can get that just with this blush. I think it's really pretty. Like, if you just want a kind of lit from within glowy blush, like, this is a good option. It's very affordable. I really enjoy it. Like I said, I normally reach for cream products, but I have been reaching for this quite a bit and really enjoying it since I got it. So I would recommend it. To me, honestly, all powder blushes kind of remind me of each other. Probably because I just enjoy cream blushes more. I'm able to better discern like their formulas and how they wear and all of that. But this one, oh yeah, I should mention this. This powder blush really does stick around on my cheeks. I have oily skin that does eat blush sometimes, but this one definitely does a great job of staying in place. I picked this up on a whim, and this is a product I had no hopes of liking, which is bad. That is a bad way to go into testing out a product. But I've tried so many setting powders that I don't like. I was like, I don't know why I'm picking this up. I'm not gonna like it. But then I was like, what if it is an amazing setting powder and I'm sleeping on it? What if we're all sleeping on it? So I picked this up, and I have to say we were all sleeping on a really, really good setting powder. So this is the Honest Beauty Invisible Blurring Loose Powder. This is a huge container of this. Let's see, it's 16.2 grams. So this is a big container. I love the sifting mechanism in this. It's one of these ones that has the cap like that. You open it up. I was shaking it around, so some got up into the top part, but there's like a mesh here, and that you push down on the mesh and then you can dispense the powder out. So if you notice the powder, I don't know why I closed it, now I gotta open it again. The powder's got a slight tint to it, like a smidge yellow. And I think that's really nice because it does help to prevent white casting, because we all know that setting powders can white cast, regardless of what your skin tone is. Obviously, if you have a deeper skin tone, the problem is going to be much worse than it is for me, but all setting powders can white cast. And this setting powder, for me, because I have such fair skin, does deepen my concealer like a smidge, like a tiny, teeny bit, which I would really love if it didn't do that. But honestly, it's at such a small level that it's really not a problem for me. I've had other setting powders that deepen my concealer too much, and it's very noticeable. But this setting powder locks everything in place. Like, it locks my concealer in place, and it doesn't leave me feeling creepy under the eyes. It doesn't leave things creasy. It just looks really nice. Reminds me of my 14U setting powder that I love. That's my ride or die. And this one is basically like, I can interchange these two. Like, I love both of them. I know we never thought I would say that about another setting powder, but here I am saying that. So if you've been curious and you want to check this out, I highly recommend it. I do have really oily skin, like I said, and especially with it being summer and being hot, I feel like I've been really putting the setting powder to the test. And the fact that it is holding my concealer in place and not having a crease is amazing. I love it. This is definitely a staple in my routine. It's going to be in my regular rotation. Like, this is an awesome, awesome product. Some other products that I have been using for quite a while from Honest Beauty that I just want to give quick shout outs to. The first one here is the Get It Together eyeshadow palette. I've had this since it came out and I still love it and I still use it. I am wearing this on my lids today. Honestly, my favorite way to use it is to use this shade right here, like on my crease. And then, you know, kind of, if I want to do a warm tone look, stick over here. If I want to do more of a cool tone look, grab this purple. But I honestly really enjoy this palette. It's a great palette. It's a great price. If you're curious about it, it's really good. There's a reason why I keep it in my collection. I keep it in rotation. I keep talking about it because it's a good product. Another, like, probably, I had to dig this out here. One of the all-time best Honest Beauty products, period, is their mascara. If you've not tried this and you want to try out one Honest Beauty product, this has got to be the one you try out. I was holding it upside down there. I have this on my lashes today. It is incredible. So you have two ends. There's a primer end and a mascara end. The primer end is like this white primer. And you put this on your lashes. It especially helps to lengthen your lashes. It can give some volume too. And then you follow up with the mascara. And the mascara, don't worry, covers the white from the primer. And once you do this, you have these incredible lashes. And they stay in place. Like, you can cry, it doesn't run. Like, these are really budget-proof, dramatic lashes. Especially for the price, this is the best mascara in clean beauty with price to performance ratio by far. And I love that it's accessible. I love that, well, I'm not really running to Target on a whim right now, but I love that, you know, if I run out of this mascara, I can like go over to my local Target and pick it up, because most Targets do carry this, the mascara at least. Sometimes They can be a little patchy about what are the other Honest Beauty products they carry, but normally the mascara is there. It's incredible. I love it. It's been a staple for years. Can't say enough good things about it. Another outstanding product from them is, of course, their liquid lipsticks. I have a whole bunch of these. I just grabbed this one here in the shade Happiness. These liquid lipsticks are not a fully matte liquid lipstick. They do dry down, but they are a little bit creamy. They're more comfortable. If you don't like that ultra matte, like really dry lipstick formula, you probably would like these. They're incredible. I love them. I've talked about them a ton. I don't know. They're just a way to wear fun colors if you aren't worrying about things bleeding, smudging, don't have to worry about touching up. They're much more long wearing than a lipstick typically. So I really, really like that. This is, I believe, the final one. Hopefully I didn't miss any. This is the Honest Beauty Lip Crayon, and I have the Demi Matte version in the shade Melon in particular. Let's watch this shade right here. This product is funny. It's unlike anything I've tried in the clean beauty space. And I recently did a video where I was talking about like more affordable lip products, and I completely forgot to talk about this thing because I still love it, but for some reason it just slipped my mind. So here it is swatched right here. Clearly it's a very, very beautiful, very fun shade, but this is a very interesting product. And I want to talk to you about the Demi Matte formula in particular. I've tried some of the other lip crayons from Honest Beauty, and the formula is just not as good as this Demi Matte crayon. But it's like goes on, and this thing is like super emollient. Like I didn't show you when I swatched it, but it just like, I mean, I barely have to touch my skin. It just like, so much pigment comes off. It's like very, very creamy, but it kind of dries down. It doesn't dry down like fully, but it dries down to be like a Demi Matte formula. And then this guy stays on really well. Like it is one of the more long wearing lip products. Typically lip crayons for me are a little bit more long wearing than just like a regular lipstick, but this one just like, it dries down a little bit. It's very comfortable. The color is beautiful. Like it's a very underrated product. And I honestly forgot about it because this color, I think it's partly the color. The color Melon for me is a very summertime color. And so like I put it away during the winter because I don't wear this color during the winter, and then I have to like bring it out again at the summer. I honestly love it, and it's really comfortable. It stays a long time, and it's also super affordable. And I feel really bad that I forgot to mention it in my affordable lip products video, but you know, I'm giving it a shout out now, so it's getting the platform it deserves. And there have been a number of other Honest Beauty products that I've tried, I've decluttered. So if I'm not talking about them in this video, obviously they're new products that I am talking about, but if they're older ones I'm not talking about in this video, I've tried most of them. I think there's like the eyeliner and the eyebrow pencil that I haven't tried, but most of them I have tried. If I'm not mentioning them in this video, it's probably because they're not one of my favorites. But I hope you found this video helpful. I know it's a little bit long, but I was trying to power through talking about a whole bunch of Honest Beauty products and my thoughts. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and also be sure to subscribe to my channel. Click that bell button so you're notified of when I post new videos. And check me out on Instagram. I'm at naturallybeautifulgirl to see more of me there. Hang out with me, you know, just see more of me, because who wouldn't want to see more of me? And also let me know in the comment section down below, what is your favorite product from Honest Beauty? And once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.